Hey everyone, and welcome to the Deep Dive. I'm Lex,
And I'm Vera.
and we're from Shield Media, a digital marketing agency. We specialize in helping our Western clients really crush it in
Absolutely.
the digital world. And for those of you listening who are business owners and C-level execs, this one's especially for you.
You got it.
So today we're doing a deep dive into a recent Search Engine Land article.
Yeah.
Local SEO expert Elizabeth Rule. And she breaks down this pretty significant shift that we've been seeing in how Google is displaying local search results.
Yeah, it's a pretty big deal.
So if you are looking to boost your online presence and attract more local leads, well, stick around.
You're in the right place.
Okay, so Elizabeth's article really points out this major trend where Google is prioritizing local content in the search results,
Right.
especially for searches with local intent.
Yeah, seems pretty obvious.
Right.
But it's actually kind of a game changer when you think about it. So think about it. If someone in Denver searches for personal injury lawyer, they're probably not looking for someone in New York.
Right.
They want someone local.
Yeah, I'm nearby.
Exactly. And Google is really reflecting that now in a big way.
Huge.
The article actually shows how the search results page, the SERPB,
Yeah.
for personal injury lawyer, in Altamonte, Florida, it went from being dominated by these generic, national pages in 2023 to being almost entirely city-specific service area pages in 2024.
Wow.
So that's a pretty big shift.
That is a huge shift. Okay, so for our listeners out there who maybe aren't familiar with these service area pages, or as the cool kids call them,
SAPs?
SAPs, basically they're these dedicated pages on your website that focus specifically on the cities or regions you serve.
Right.
And they're becoming absolutely critical for local SEO.
They are. You can't just have a general services page anymore. You really have to get granular and create those localized pages.
Okay, so I bet you some of you are thinking out there,
I know what you're thinking.
won't having similar content on multiple pages hurt my rankings?
Right? Isn't that duplicate content?
Yeah.
But Google doesn't penalize you for that. Elizabeth makes that very clear.
Okay,
And actually, it can be super effective for ranking in multiple locations.
that's really good to know.
There is a caveat, though.
Okay, I was going to say, what's the catch?
It might not be as effective in super competitive markets.
Right, makes sense.
So that's where optimizing each SIP with unique, locally relevant content becomes super important.
Okay.
Each page needs to really speak to the people in that specific area.
Gotcha. So they feel like you're talking directly to them?
Exactly. You want them to feel seen, heard, the whole 9 yards.
So the article lays out some really good practical tips
Yeah.
to make those pages really work for you.
Sure.
First up, keywords.
Yes.
Each SAP should be laser
To
focused
focus.
on those keywords and those longer, more specific variations.
The long tail keywords.
Yeah, that really target that city or town. So for example, if you're a plumber in Denver, your Denver service area page
Right.
needs to be optimized for plumber in Denver, emergency plumbing, Denver.
Yeah.
Even phrases like, best plumbers near me in Denver.
Exactly. And speaking of near me searches,
Yeah.
those are still so powerful.
Yeah, they are.
People still use them all the time.
I know, I do.
I do too. So don't underestimate the power of near me. Make sure you weave those variations throughout your SAP content.
Okay, so now what about the content itself?
Okay, so for the content, think core services.
Okay.
Don't try to cram every single service you offer onto one page.
Right.
Just focus on the main ones, clearly describe them, and then you can always link out to your more detailed generic service pages.
Okay, yeah, so the people who want to learn more can
Exactly.
go deeper.
Click those links.
And speaking of links, let's not forget about internal linking.
Oh, so important.
It's like creating a roadmap for users in Google.
Yes, you want to think about it like that.
You want to link to your SAPs from all the other relevant pages on your website, like your homepage,
Yeah.
your Google Business Profile landing page,
Mm-hmm.
even your service pages.
For sure.
This helps users navigate your site.
Absolutely.
And it also signals to Google how your website is structured and what content is important.
Which pages are the MVPs?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got the keywords.
Yeah.
We've got the content structure.
Yeah.
But how do we really make these pages stand out to the locals?
Right. How do we add that unique value that's going to make them choose us over the competition?
Yeah, what's the secret sauce?
I'm so glad you asked.
Okay.
Because this is where it gets fun. This is where you showcase your local expertise and build that credibility. And one of the best ways to do that is through customer reviews,
Oh, yeah.
especially city-specific ones.
Word of mouth is so powerful.
It really is. Think Google reviews, Yelp next door, Anything where people are talking about their experience with your business in that specific area.
Reviews are like social proof gold.
They are pure gold. People trust what other people say, especially if those
Hmm.
people are their neighbors or friends. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, so don't stop at just text reviews.
Oh, no.
If you can get video testimonials, even better.
Even better.
Right. They're engaging,
Super engaging.
they're authentic, and they really add that human touch.
Absolutely. You can even ask your customer specifically if they'd be willing to share their experiences in a specific city or town.
Oh, that's smart.
Right. It makes those reviews even more localized and relevant.
Yeah, that's a great tip. Okay, so another great way to build trust and showcase that local expertise
Yep.
is by featuring case studies
Case studies are your best friend.
and examples of work you've completed in that area.
Yeah, don't just tell people you're good at what you show them.
Yeah?
Talk about the problems you solved, the solutions you provided, the challenges you overcame, and the amazing end results you achieved.
Like a visual,
Yes, visuals, visuals,
And-
visuals.
before and after photos.
Love those.
Images of completed projects, even introducing your team members who specifically serve that area.
It's all about painting a picture
Yeah.
of your expertise and local presence.
I love that. And you know what else is great for visuals? Incorporating those customer-taken photos.
Oh, yes. User-generated content
UGC.
is huge these days.
It is. The article even mentioned that Bright Local's 2023 report found that customer-taken photos are becoming increasingly influential in building trust.
People want to see real-life examples,
Right.
not just those perfectly polished marketing materials.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
So encourage your customers to take those photos and share them.
It's authentic, it's engaging, it builds a sense of community around your brand.
Okay, so we've got the reviews,
Check.
we've got the visuals.
Check.
What about some hard data?
Okay, data is a great way to impress both potential customers and Google.
I like impressing Google.
Me too.
Yeah.
Think about incorporating some city-specific statistics into your SAPs.
Okay, like what?
Things like the number of jobs you've completed in that city, homes, you've sold cases, you've settled, anything that shows you have a real track record in that area.
Yeah, so you're not just some fly-by-night company.
Exactly. You're here to stay.
Okay, and while we're talking data, don't forget about cost data.
Oh, yes.
You know, people are always searching for cost of service in city.
Always.
So why not just give them what they want? Including location-specific pricing on your SAPs directly answers those user queries and can really drive conversions.
It's all about transparency,
Hmm.
especially when it comes to cost.
People appreciate knowing what to expect upfront, and it shows you're confident in your pricing.
Okay. I love all these tips.
I'm glad.
But what about building those connections with other businesses in the area?
Such a good point.
Right, like how do we tap into that?
It's all about building community
Mm.
and providing extra value for your users. Let's say you're a realtor.
Okay.
Why not recommend some local roofers, plumbers, electricians, other businesses that your clients might need?
Yeah.
You're helping your clients, you're building relationships with other local businesses, and you're potentially generating some referral traffic.
It's a win-win-win.
Exactly.
So now we know that creating SAPs for every single city you serve might not be realistic, especially for those multi-location businesses.
Yeah, so how do you prioritize which cities to target first?
That's a great question, and we're going to dive into that in part 2 of this deep dive.
We are.
But before we move on, I want to remind you to hit that follow button and share this episode with any fellow business owners who could benefit from these insights.
Yes, please do, because we're all about helping each other grow. So spread the knowledge.
Spread the love.
We'll be back soon to uncover even more strategies for dominating those local search results.
Stay tuned. Welcome back to the deep dive. In the last segment, we really dug into how Google is prioritizing local content, especially through service area pages, those SAPs,
Those SAPs,
and how crucial they're becoming for businesses to rank well in local search.
they are really important.
So if you're a multi-location business,
Right, which a lot of our listeners are.
you might be thinking,
Where do we even begin?
yeah, where do I even start?
Yeah.
Creating SAPs for every city you serve can seem pretty daunting. So let's talk strategy. A great starting point is your Google business profile, your GBP.
Yeah.
Dive into those insights
Okay.
and look at the search terms people are using to find you.
Okay.
Are you seeing searches from locations outside your immediate service area?
Oh, that's interesting.
That's a good indicator that creating a SAP for that city could be a really smart move.
Yeah, because it means there's already some demand.
Exactly. You're meeting an existing need.
Love it.
Another factor to consider is the competitive landscape.
Competition.
Yeah, are there cities where the competition for your services is a little lower?
Okay, so target those areas first
Exactly.
for some quicker wins.
Quicker wins get you ranking faster.
And don't forget about your customer travel radius.
Oh, yeah. How far are people willing to travel for your services?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Bright Local suggests that 17 to 20 minutes is a good benchmark.
Okay.
So if you're noticing searches or inquiries from an area that falls within that radius, it might be worth creating a SAP even if it's not a major city. And for businesses with high-value sales, even a single lead from a less competitive area can make a huge difference.
Yeah, that's true.
So factor that in as well.
Okay, so we're attracting all these local leads,
Right.
but we need to make sure these pages are actually converting.
That's the whole point, right?
What's the point of attracting all these leads if they're not taking action?
Exactly. So remember, well-crafted SAPs, they're designed to attract users who are already further down the conversion funnel.
They're ready to buy.
They're ready. They're looking for specific services in their area, and they're more likely to convert.
Okay, but we still need to make it crystal clear what action we want them to take.
You got it. Call to action is crucial.
Yeah.
Don't be shy about telling people what you want them to do.
Make it really easy.
Make it prominent. Make it easy.
Do you want them to fill out a form, schedule a consultation?
Exactly. And make sure to track your conversions so you can see what's working and what's not.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
You might find certain cities respond better to certain calls to action, and you can optimize accordingly.
Oh, that's smart. I like that the article even shares a case study
Oh, yeah.
where a business saw a 7% year-over-year increase in conversions
Wow.
from organic traffic
Yeah.
thanks to implementing SAPs,
That's amazing.
even though their overall site traffic actually declined.
So even with a decrease in overall traffic, you can still see a significant increase in conversions if you're targeting the right audience with the right content.
Powerful stuff.
Okay.
So let's shift gears a little bit and talk about the content itself.
Okay.
We've touched on keywords and calls to action.
Right.
But what are some other ways to make your SAPs really stand out?
One of the things Elizabeth emphasizes is user-generated content.
User-generated content.
Think testimonials, reviews, even photos and videos from actual customers who have used your services.
It's all about that social proof.
It is. People are more likely to trust what their peers say than what a business says about itself.
Right. It just feels more authentic.
Exactly. And it adds that level of authenticity that's hard to beat. Don't be afraid to ask your happy customers if they'd be willing to share their experiences.
Yeah, and you can even offer a little incentive,
You could.
like a small discount or a freebie,
Sure.
just to encourage participation.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we've got user-generated content. What else can we do to add that unique local flavor?
Yeah.
Think about what makes your business stand out in that specific area.
Okay.
Have you completed any notable projects? Won any awards? Received any local recognition?
It's time to brag a little.
It is time to brag. Showcase those accomplishments and let people know why you're the best choice for their needs in their community.
I love it. And remember, visuals are your friend.
Always.
Include photos of your team members who work in that area,
Yes.
your work in progress, even your office space, if it's relevant.
It makes sense.
Give people a glimpse into what it's like to work with you.
Exactly.
So we've got user-generated content, we're highlighting local expertise, and we're using visuals to make those pages really come alive.
It's all coming together.
It is. What else can we do to optimize those SAPs for conversions?
Well, one thing to consider is offering special promotions or deals that are specific to that city or region.
Oh, like a Denver residents-only discount.
Exactly.
I like it.
It creates that sense of exclusivity and urgency.
Yeah.
Makes people more likely to take action.
Okay. I'm loving these ideas, but before we move on to even more advanced tactics, I want to address a question that we get a lot from our clients at Shield Media.
Okay, what's that?
It's about the relationship between SAPs and Google business profiles.
GBPs?
A lot of people wonder if they really need both.
Right. You might need both of these things.
Yeah.
That's a great question, and the answer is yes.
Yes, you do.
Absolutely. Your Google business profile, it's like your online storefront.
Right.
It's what people see when they search for your business on Google Maps. So it's absolutely essential for local visibility.
Okay.
But your SAPs go deeper. They provide more detailed information about your services, allowing you to target those very specific keywords and locations that we talked about earlier.
Gotcha.
So think of your GBP as like the front door inviting people in.
Okay. I like that.
And your SAPs as the individual rooms in your house,
Okay.
showcasing everything you have to offer.
They work together
They do.
to create a complete online presence.
Don't neglect either one.
On me.
Make sure your GBP is up-to-date, optimized, engaging, and then use your SAPs to really dive deeper, showcase that expertise and attract those high-value local leads.
It's all about creating that seamless experience for potential customers, no matter where they encounter your business online.
Exactly. Okay, are you ready to level up your local SEO game even further?
I'm ready.
Because in the next segment, we're going to unlock some advanced strategies that can really make a difference.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
We're talking techniques that can help you outrank your competitors and dominate those localized search results.
Let's do it.
Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the deep dive. We are in the final stretch of our exploration of localized SERPs, and things are about to get really interesting.
It's time to unlock those advanced strategies.
The secret weapons.
The secret weapons that can give you a serious edge in local search.
We've talked about optimizing SAPs, but let's go beyond the basics.
Let's maximize their power.
Let's do it.
Okay, one of the first things Elizabeth Rule touches on in the article is the importance of building local citations.
Okay, citations.
Citations. I know they might sound a little intimidating, but they're actually pretty straightforward.
Okay, so break it down for me.
Think of them as online mentions of your business that include your name, address, and phone number.
Right.
We call this NAP for short.
NA.
NAP. It's basically your business's digital fingerprint, and you want that fingerprint to be consistent across the web.
Okay, so consistent NAP citations are good.
Very good. They act like breadcrumbs, helping search engines verify your business information and ultimately boosting your local ranking. So you'll find these citations on directories, review sites, social media platforms, even industry-specific websites.
Gotcha.
The key is to make sure those citations are consistent.
Okay.
Any discrepancies can actually confuse search engines and hurt your ranking.
Oh, so it can actually work against you.
It can, so take some time to audit your existing citations, make any necessary corrections, and then focus on building new citations on high-quality, relevant websites.
So it's not just about quantity, it's about quality too.
Exactly. Quality over quantity, always.
Okay, and don't forget about those niche directories.
Oh, yes. Niche directories are your friend.
If you're a plumber, for example,
Right.
getting listed on plumbing-specific directories can be super valuable.
Super valuable. All right, so we've tackled citations. Let's move on to another powerful but often overlooked strategy.
Hit me with it.
Schema markup.
Schema markup.
I know it might sound a bit technical, but bear with me.
Okay.
It's basically code that you add to your website to help search engines understand your content better.
So like giving Google a cheat sheet?
Exactly. You're giving Google a cheat sheet, making it easier for them to read and interpret your information.
Okay.
And when it comes to local SEO, there's a specific type of schema called local business schema.
Local business schema.
This allows you to provide detailed information about your business, like your address, phone number, hours of operation, even your specific service area.
Okay.
Adding this schema to your SAPs can give you a significant boost in local search results.
Significant boost. I like the sound of that.
It's like putting up a giant neon sign that says, "Hey Google, I'm here, I'm local, and I'm relevant to the search."
I love that. Okay. And don't limit yourself to just the basic local business schema.
Oh, no, there are more specific schemas out there for different types of businesses like restaurants, hotels, healthcare providers.
So do your research.
Do your research, find the schemas that are most relevant to your industry.
The more specific, the better.
The more specific, the better.
Okay.
All right, now let's talk about a strategy that's often considered the holy grail of SEO.
Okay. The holy grail.
Building backlinks.
Backlinks. I've heard of those.
Backlinks are links from other websites to your website,
Okay.
and they're one of the most important ranking factors in SEO overall.
Okay.
But for local SEO, we want to focus on building backlinks from other local businesses and websites.
Okay. So if you have a link from the local chamber of commerce or a popular community blog,
Exactly.
it sends a strong signal to Google that you're a trusted and relevant business in that area.
Absolutely. So how do you get those local backlinks? Well, it all comes down to networking and building relationships.
Get out there and shake some hands.
Exactly. Get involved in your community sponsor local events, join industry associations, reach out to other businesses, and explore opportunities to collaborate.
Yeah, and you can even offer to write guest blog posts for local websites or publications.
That's a great idea.
Get your name and your link out there.
The more you put yourself out there, the more opportunities you'll have to build those valuable local backlinks.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today. Citation schema, markup backlinks, all these amazing strategies to really take your localized SRP game to the next level.
Level up.
Remember, local SEO, it's an ongoing process.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
It's not a set it and forget it kind of thing.
No, you need to constantly monitor your results, make adjustments, and stay ahead of the curve.
Yeah, but if you're willing to put in the effort, the rewards can be incredible.
They can.
Increase local visibility, more leads, more customers, and ultimately more growth for your business.
More growth. That's what we like to hear.
And if you're feeling overwhelmed or need a little help along the way, remember that Shield Media is here for you.
We live and breathe local SEO.
We do.
And we're passionate about helping Western clients like you achieve those digital marketing goals.
So don't hesitate to reach out.
We'd love to connect and see how we can help you dominate those localized search results.
And that wraps up our deep dive into localized SERPs.
We did it.
We hope you found this episode insightful and actionable.
We hope you learned a lot.
And if you did, be sure to share it with your fellow business owners and spread the local SEO love.
Spread the love!
And don't forget to hit that follow button for more digital marketing tips and advice from Shield Media.
We'll see you next time.
Thanks for listening.